He does have a lot of tit. Do I remove tit? I don't... Nobody ever needs more hair than this, right? Especially men don't need more than this. Self-care looks different for everyone. Sometimes it's 8 shitty beers on your smelly couch, eating your hungry man dinner. He's in fantasy Wisconsin. Yeah, you know, they didn't tell you in Dragon's Dogma 2? You go a bit out of the main city, you end up in fantasy Wisconsin. Son, I don't know what a REN fair is, but sounds fun. He learned Japanese because his son wants to visit Japan. By the way, I forgot. I'm gonna make a gym teacher. I'm gonna make a gym teacher. Oh, I like how square this man is. I love how absolutely square he is. How square can I make a man? What a square lad. He has to be more square, I'm sorry. You can be squirt. You can be pretty squirt. Torso length? Squirt. Muscle style? What's the most squirt looking one? Muscle strength. All of it. Trap size. Well, that doesn't make you very square. You have to have no traps. What a square man. Yes, straight. Oh wow, that's a lot. It's okay. We'll face him head on and we'll deal with that later. Our square man. What a thick square. Lower body size. No. Square. What if I made him yellow? What if this is SpongeBob SquarePants? Gritty reboot SpongeBob SquarePants. Is yellow an option? You know what? Everything's an option. Oh, well. Wrinkles. Gritty reboot SpongeBob SquarePants. Drink anyone under the table. Skin sheen. Well, you've been in the ocean. You've lived in a pineapple under the sea. This is not yellow. These tattoos are not yellow enough. This is just beige. I'm just remaking a beige man. Oh. Capcom. Don't you know what I like to do with your funny little characters? Oh, I'm kind of in love with the nothing. Oh no, that one looks weird. I'm kind of in love with him being bald. I gotta flatten out this football living in his stomach. The facial hair is kind of doing it, but let me see our options. Oh, wow. So, who is this man? Who are you? Body hair, no. Hairstyle, no. Eyebrows, I think they do look perfect. Ooh. I'm sorry, what did you say? What was that? Were you talking to me? Over here? With the eyebrows? Uh-huh. Oh? Your first character stole his lips. The lip succubus. She steals all of the plumpness from your lips. Oh. I'm having too much fun with eyebrows. I think 7s are beautiful. And nice healthy 7s. They're so hairy. Voluptuous even. He doesn't need lips, he has eyebrows. Thickness. Oh, no, it was good where it was. I don't need it. I think I'd like them to be higher though. Oh, wait. Can you take me higher? Oh. Oh, well. You know what? No. He's perfect. His eyes are just so dreamy. I love him. This is my old man. This is my old man, just like in Final Fantasy X. Why does it what? I need to get my guy checked out for things. Look at these bumps. And they're like, oh my god, you have a goiter, my sir. Baked into the base heads, yeah. It's sad, but why has he got a goiter? Why is he so goiterous? I don't want it there. I don't want to get him checked for cancer. perfect. The lump, not perfect. I'm so worried for him. He's gonna show up in my game and immediately die because he has like stage 4 cancer. These are some really good scars though. I really like the way they blend into the skin. I don't want him to feel pain though. I want to protect this large lad. He does need a face tattoo though. Maybe just like a really big triangle. What? Or some snakes, some hot snakes on his torso. Can I vertical it up to the face? Yeah. Oh, fake hair, like tattoo hair. He can't grow hair, so overall scale, smaller. And there we go. That's all the hair you need, fellas. This is all you need. It's still dark and voluminous. This is all you need. Really? Who needs more than this? Let's go down. Let's go down to the situation we got here. Let's undeepen your torso. You have to be oh wow, that's actually that's as undeepened as I can make it. My square man. Have my hired pawns all be from the same franchise or something? That would be awesome. I love seeing people do like limitation runs that aren't necessarily challenge runs, but by being a limitation do make it kind of challenging. I'm surprised you can't do anything with the hands. Like, you can't make tiny hands. I don't know. I think my man's too normal. I think he just looks a little too normal. I think I gotta fuck up his ears. Who? I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know if it fits him. Do you guys think this fits him? The squirrel. Squirrel. That's his name, Squirrel. I'm starting to regret the 3 strands of beautiful, lovely, thick, luscious hair that we've printed onto his head with a fucking, like, cheap printer we got off of eBay. I want to keep it. I want it to stay there. Maybe I make it smaller. It's not in hair. I went to hair. It's in body tattoos. There we go. Oh, maybe I just make it maybe I turn down the opacity? Not all the way though. And we make it just a wee bit smaller. And push it. This is the first time I'm pressing the arrows to do something. Yeah. The hair looks so real. It's so definitely there. Who are you? Wow. I don't know. He's back to being a gym teacher.
Jolly cooperation.
FAIRE, thank you for following. Wow. No. Oh, this guy's band failed years ago. This is just, it's always like, wow, that looks just like an actor, but I don't know enough about actors. I don't wanna change him too much. I don't wanna wait for our lives to be over, but I don't want him looking too magical either. Sometimes you touch too much beard, you're going too magical. Retired. Just retired. Okay, now I sorry, this is him. This is my squirrel. He's so very square. My squirrel. I think I could square in him even more. I haven't even tried. I thought like, wow, what a beautiful square man. I didn't even touch the jaw. Chin sharpness. It's already at none. Oh god. Oh my god. His face angle, it's so flat. He's so flat. He's what? Oh god. This is his good side. This is like most character creator characters' good side and most people's good side. And then you come over, here's fine. And then you just go, a little bit more, and you see him from here. Wow, he looks so sharp from this side and so square from over here. He really is an optical illusion. I don't want jowls. We just want square. We don't need jowls. He's a bit jowly, but it's fine. How do you... Is there a slider for the Adam's apple? And can I remove it? Because it's really making me uncomfortable. Men don't need that. Why do they come installed with that? And can I get it uninstalled? He does have a lot of tit. Do I remove tit to make him more... That's it? He still kind of got more than a Victoria's Secret model has. Does this man have titties? Hang on, let me see from the front what all tit, no tit, all tit, no tit. Let him have his titties? Oh, you know what? You're right. Why would I deprive a man of this? Wow. It's so perky, too. So perky and moist. Wow, it's so round and perky. They're so shiny. Do I want? I want long arms. I have to get arm long arm. Arm size many, yes. Yes, here he is. He's the squarest elf you've ever seen with the biggest titties. And the nicest hair. You know, he really keeps those 3 strands groomed. Take away all his... I think he's already missing so much leg muscle in comparison. Look at these sticks, these little stilts he's on. Thigh size. If I make it smaller, it's gotta... He still has to maintain square, though. I wonder if he was just an entirely different color, though. I would like him to just be an entirely different color. Why won't they let me do that? Like, what if he was bright red? And the lifeguard from SpongeBob. Nobody ever needs more hair than this, right? Especially men don't need more than this. When you have the mustache right there to comfort you. Alright, let's go to posture. Wait, hang on. Maybe I should see him in different light. It's like 4 a.m. on a Saturday, and he's sitting in front of the TV, and he's had like 8 piss beers, absolutely like middle of the road piss beers in like silver cans, and he's just been staring at the TV with his TV dinner. And his couch kind of smells bad, and it's brown and an itchy fabric, and he's just sitting there in the dark, and his wife left him, but he's not sad. You know, you might be thinking about this with his TV dinner and his shitty beer, and his crappy TV that's on the fritz, and his couch that doesn't smell so great with the itchy fabric. You'd think that he'd be sad, but in fact, we find him happy. We find Squirrel happy in his life, in his humble life. He's happy with his buddies down at the construction yard. He's happy with the beer that he gets every single week, every single time, and he's happy with the guy who works at the beer store. He's happy knowing about that guy's kids and how they're growing up, and you know, they're getting into new TikTok trends and stuff that he doesn't understand. And he used to coach high school football, and he doesn't anymore, and you know, he's still got that definition from years ago, but he looks tired, and he looks like he's been drinking a bit too much, and things haven't always gone his way, but despite all of that, he is content, and I admire and respect him for that. 5 touchdowns in a single game. He was the best damn coach they ever had, and you know, nobody really remembers him at the high school anymore. But that's okay. He knows things change. He's been so happy after the divorce. He doesn't even resent his ex-wife. He just knows that they drifted apart, and you know, he didn't want to put up with it anymore. He just didn't need to put up with it, and neither did she, and they both looked at each other one day and they said, I want a divorce, and they knew it was right, and the kids still love them. You know, they got 2 kids, both boys. They were real college football stars, but one of them wants to do art now, so he's going to art school. And you know what, he doesn't see his kids that much because she had most of the custody, and he's still okay with that because he knows that she was in a better position to take care of them. You know, she was more mentally comfortable at that stage in their life. Both the boys named Trevor. Oh no. You know, one of them went to art school, one of them still doing football, and he loves them both. And you know what? He's happy. I'm so happy for him. The hair tattoo. It's not a tattoo. They're very real. If anyone asks, they're very real. Try to keep the relationship together when he lost his hair. No, this was for him. His hair is for him. This is... it makes him happy. He is so in his self-care era, you know? Self-care looks different for everyone. Sometimes it's 8 shitty beers on your smelly couch, eating your hungry man dinner, and just feeling content with life. He's in fantasy Wisconsin. Yeah, you know, they didn't tell you in Dragon's Dogma 2? You go a bit out of the main city, you end up in fantasy Wisconsin. The beer cans are square shaped. Oh, I would love that. Shiny, like, real domestic, shitty ass square beers. I love this man. He's aspirational, you know? He likes where he is in life, and I like where he is in life. And he's so square. He's so squirt in the square. Look at how the meat of his armpit kind of like, it's so triangular. How can a man so square have secret triangles hidden within the depths of his crevices? Look at how triangular that is. Can you imagine having that much muscle meat that it just forms like a perfect little armpit triangle? Okay, I've got to put my square elf away. I don't want to see the top of his head ever. I just don't want to see the back. I don't want the illusion to be ruined. He looks so stupid as a mage. Oh, he looks so stupid. But the thief makes sense because it's so football dad. It's football dad that his art son was like, Dad, do you want to go to the Ren Fair? And he's like, son, I don't know what a Ren Fair is, but sounds fun. And then they go have like a big turkey leg together, and his dad gets all dressed up for his art son at the Ren Fair. He's so into it, and they have a lot of fun. And he doesn't smile much in photos because he's never smiled much, but you can tell he's having fun. If I love single-player character building RPGs, do we think I'd like this game? Well, what do you love about the single-player character building RPGs that you've played? What are the selling points for you? Because if it's not ending up in fantasy Wisconsin... The lore, I love character lore. I love just looking at someone and knowing where they're headed in the story. His inclination, oh, he's all of these. He contains multitudes. That's not fair. I can't just choose an inclination for this man because he is everything. He's kind-hearted, he's calm, he's simple, and he's straightforward. This is him. He is the everyman. He's the alpha and the omega. What's his name, though? It's not Carl. Carl is jumping out, but it's not. And Squirrelf is just what his old football buddies call him, but he's got to have a name, you know, a solid name. In BG3, for example, I love seeing what I could build. Tempest Cleric Stormasork. I think you might like it. I don't know the full depth of the vocations in 2 because I've tried to stay kind of unspoiled. But it has an interesting amount of complexity to it. So you might. Depending on, I don't know. Maybe play the first one and then think, oh, the second one's gonna have a bit more depth to the character professions, basically. And yeah, see how you feel about it from there. You might. A Richard? Well, he can't be Dick. And he's definitely not a David. David is too... I don't know. Maybe he is a David. Randall? No, that's too snivelly. Ryan, Doug, Craig. Craig is good. Craig's kind of close. Colin reminds me of Prep Boys. Bob or Rob? He could be Rob. I feel like if I just keep staring at him, it'll pop out. I gotta get in the mindset. So he's at the Ren Fair. He's dressed up at the Ren Fair with his art school son. And he's seeing, you guys know that guy who's big on TikTok and YouTube because he's like got whips and he works at the Ren Fair and he's like Jack the Whipper. They're watching Jack the Whipper right now. They're sitting there watching the Whip Boy and having a really fun time at the Ren Fair. Ooh, Walter's good. Walter's pretty good. Billy Bob's too country. They live in Fantasy, Wisconsin. William Robert. William, Robert, Walter, they're also good. They're also on the money. Yeah, I think he's Walter. Walter and his son Colin are at the Ren Fair watching Jack the Whipper after they've just eaten a big old turkey leg together. The problem, I'm still here because he's literally all of these things. I guess straightforward. No, he's not impulsive though. He's not candid, flippant, and impulsive. He's not impulsive. Curious, earnest, and adventurous. He wears his heart on his sleeve, but he doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He's so much more complex. Dragon's Dogma. Is he calm, rational, shrewd, strategizing? He's not strategizing. He's never thought about strategy. Compassionate, devoted, and dutiful. The most obedient. He's not obedient. You know, he kind of lives by his own rules. Oh, he's so complex. Walter is such a complex man. They don't understand him. He's kind-hearted because he's not simple. Oh, and he's Japanese. Wisconsin, Osaka. I forgot. My voices are in Japanese, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's him. He learned Japanese because his son wants to visit Japan. By the way, I forgot. He's like, you know, he's this one. He'd like Dragon Ball. He would. He thinks the characters are just so funny. Walter Stanley is his full name. Moniker. Can I get a Stanley? I know monikers are just the thing that, like, show up when, like, you don't have their natural name displaying. Walter having a cameo. He would do great. Satantus. Sevlivor? Shadow. I don't got no Chantanira. He's shitting. Oh god. Yeah, he's not shitting. He's not Shippu. How are you doing? I'm doing great. We've had such a fun time with this character creator. Sevlivor is the name of his elf rogue that he's playing at his new Saturday D&D group with his work buddies. Yeah, the old Jim started up a D&D group because his daughter got him into it, and, you know, he thought it was kind of kooky at first, but, you know, he's been having fun. He's been having fun with his Tabaxi mage. Shiranui. Shu. Sid. Sorry, I was looking for Sparky. Sparling. Speedster. Sphinx father. Sphinx parent. He is a dad. Can I just choose? Oh, Stanley. That's what it's. Walter Stanley. Oh, he's such a good dad, you know? What's his wife's name? I feel like his wife's name is Stephanie. Her name is Stephanie, and she took his last name when they got married, even though she didn't like the way Stephanie Stanley sounded. But now that she's divorced, she kept it because she just can't be bothered, you know, to change it back. Here he is, Walter Stanley. I love him. He's perfect. His children feel so loved and appreciated by him. Father of the Year, Walter Stanley. With his 3 strands of hair. Finalized character? Yeah, I'm gonna miss him the moment we get out of this character creator. So if anyone missed it, we have our beautiful main character. She's so green, don't look at her hands. She's so green and beautiful. Finally, I get to see her. She's so green and beautiful and perfect. Let me edit current appearance just so we can... So green and beautiful. So strong. The ideal green woman that I could make. We did make 2 pawns. Oh my god, he's so big. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot. Oh no. Oh. Okay, so he's so small. This giant fucking cat boy. And then Walter. Dad of the year Walter. 80% torso. Look at this fucking giant goddamn cat boy standing right beside him. This is our giant fucking cat boy. Leon. No tail, so 0 out of 10. This is Walter right here. He's shiny. He's voluminous. And luminous. My favorite guy. My squirrelf. From Fantasy, Wisconsin. He sees this guy at the REN fair and he's just like, son, I don't want you hanging around with those cowboys. They get up no good. I tell you what. Fit 2 Walters inside Leon. Oh, wow. The size. He's perfect though. I love all of my creations. This was a rousing success. Except for the hands. The hands are a failure. I don't wanna think about them. Capcom, please let me make green hands and I'll be so happy. That's actually gonna be it for me. I was considering playing another game after this, but I think I'm done. I think this was a perfect stream actually.